up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharpe, and welcome to another Sharpe Short. Thank you guys all for tuning in, and of course, doing these live, you never really know if all systems are go, but it looks as though, okay, so all systems are go on YouTube. Looks like all systems appear to be go on Rumble. And so, yep, we are going to go ahead and get this party started. And so to business. Obviously, the news of the day is that, as predicted, not that anybody, deserves any prognostication awards for predicting that this would happen, but as predicted, Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck are divorcing again. They were married, I want to say they were married again back in 2022. I'm going to read the article here. Very, very shortly. But yeah, listen, man. Once again. This is how these things go. Unfortunately, now see, Ben Affleck, he's going to be all right. Jennifer Lopez, potentially not so much. So let me go ahead and get into the article here. So this is from, of course, TMZ. And by the way, guys, the phone lines are open. And working. I would love to get your thoughts. I'd love to get your thoughts on this whole Jennifer Lopez Ben Affleck debacle part 2. They are divorcing for a second time, which is not a surprise to anybody. It's not a surprise to anybody. But I would love to hear your thoughts on this. So give me a call. 516-387-1987. Again, that is 516-387-1987. If you are outside of the United States, if you're outside of the United States, 001-516-387-1987, area code 207. I will be with you here in short order. Let me just read this article just to give us all an idea as to what is going on. And so, got this article, of course, from TMZ. The article is entitled, JLo pulls the trigger on divorcing Ben Affleck. No prenup, no settlement. How about that? The article starts. It says, Jennifer Lopez has done what seemed inevitable. She's filed for divorce from Ben Affleck, TMZ has learned, but there are major twists, including the symbolism of when she finally decided to do it. JLo filed legal documents Tuesday in Los Angeles County Superior Court, but they were not filed by a lawyer. Jennifer filed pro per, meaning by herself and without an attorney. The article continues. She lists the date of separation as April 26th of 2024. The couple got married in Las Vegas on July 26, 2022. However, today, August 20th, which was yesterday, is also very significant in Bennifer lore. This marks the second anniversary of the huge and more traditional wedding ceremony they held in Georgia. So it hardly seems like a coincidence Jen filed today. This is so funny. She thinks she's being clever by filing this on an anniversary just so that people can say, "Oh, mic drop." The article continues. It says, now here's the real shocker. JLo does not say in her docs whether there's a prenup, and sources with knowledge tell TMZ there is indeed no prenuptial agreement. That would mean whatever earnings or profit Ben and Jennifer made during their nearly 2 years of marriage is community property. For instance, since they tied the knot, Ben starred in Air, which is a really good movie. You guys definitely got to check that out. My God, you got to check that out. And Hypnotic, and produced The Instigators. He also just wrapped filming The Accountant 2 a few days ago. As for JLo, during their marriage, she had a quote she filmed Shotgun Wedding, The Mother, and This Is Now, and Atlas. I have no idea what that is. This, of course, is Bennifer back in 2004 when they just met. You can just kind of tell they both look much younger. What's shocking, the article continues, this is JLo's 4th marriage and Ben's 2nd, and you would think a prenup would be more than obvious. Apparently, they thought this was a forever marriage, but it didn't work out that way. Yeah, that's an L for JLo. According to the documents, Jennifer waived spousal support and is asking the judge to deny Ben such support as well. Since they did not have children together, there are no custody issues. Now for the final big twist. Yes, you would think everything has been hashed out money-wise before she filed, but our sources say this is not the case. Hang on. Sources say this is not the case. TMZ broke the stories. They put their marital home in Beverly Hills up for sale. Ben bought his own house in Brentwood, and she is currently looking for a new house as well. As we reported, they have been trying to hash out a settlement for months, and our sources say those talks are continuing, but they have become increasingly acrimonious, to the point at times that they're not even speaking to each other. So why then did JLo decide to file while they're still battling over money? Well, even though it doesn't matter, legally, who files first in a no-fault state, sometimes PR concerns are involved when it comes to who files first. Okay, let's go to the phone lines here. I'm thinking this is probably Jay Blaze because he's the only person I know with an area code, that he has. So let's go to the phone lines. Jay Blaze, is this you or is this somebody else?
Yeah, this is Jay Blaze.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I thought so. I didn't want to insult you. So what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on this, Blaze? Like, listen, we all knew this was going to happen, but the interesting twist is that Ben Affleck is JLo's net worth is $400 million. Ben Affleck is worth a reported $150 million. There was no divorce settlement, no spousal support, no prenup. So give me your thoughts on this, man.
So I think this is just a guy who had the nostalgia for an ex.
Yeah.
And they got done in 2005?
Yeah.
So he then got with Jen Garner. They had a family, and I think he said on a Howard Stern interview that things just like, Ben Affleck, he's showing more and more that he's blue-pilled.
Sure.
So I don't think he, set his marriage up and was doing the things to lead his family the way he should have.
Right.
And I think it fell off.
Okay.
And so then he, instead of getting with like a waitress or somebody that would have treated him like a king, for some reason he got the nostalgia bug and got with JLo.
Yep.
And I guess she wants to ruin him because he's very like he's not one to spend money like wastefully.
Right.
She's like, dude, I want this like $40 million mansion.
Yeah.
And he's just like a guy who's, I don't need that. And so I think she wants to go after him, and he didn't file a prenup because he's probably like, dude, she has a ton of money. Why would I file a prenup?
Right.
It's the same thing with Nick Lachey and Jessica Simpson back in the day.
Yeah.
He's like, why would I sign a prenup? And it worked out for him. But yeah, that's my opinion on it.
Yeah. Let me ask you this, Jay Blaze. Listen, we can all speculate on the reasons why Jennifer Lopez filed for divorce. But let's just keep it real. JLo is feral, right? Like we have, like that is feral is a term for those of you watching. Feral is a term in this particular community that it's a term that we assign to women who are never, ever, ever they're always going to be bouncing from a relationship to relationship. It doesn't matter who they marry, doesn't matter who they date. We all know that eventually it is going to come to an end and there is going to be another dude involved. JLo is feral, but remember, she is now 55 years old. This woman is old enough to have an AARP card. Does she look great for 55? Absolutely. I'm sure she's still going to get, eggplant emojis thrown at her in every direction. But while she'll get a bunch of eggplant emojis thrown in her direction, she's not going to get rings thrown in her direction. So, in your opinion, Jay Blaze, what do you think JLo's... Listen, we know her marriage prospects are out the door. We know that's not going to happen. What are her dating prospects like? Do you think she's still going to date casually? Does she want to date casually? What are your thoughts on that? And area code 424, I see you in the queue. I'll get to you in just a second.
See, JLo wants status. She
right.
doesn't want casual. I don't think she wants a relationship. she wants status.
Yeah.
She was with A-Rod
Yep.
before
Yep.
Ben. And, dude, A-Rod is just laughing his way. He's going, oh, I got rid of this,
Hell yeah.
this woman. And
Yes.
then Ben married her.
Yep.
Married her.
Yep.
I guarantee A-Rod would not have married her.
Of course not.
And so I do believe Amber Heard is on her way to become the new JLo.
How about that?
Dude, I think both of them are on par with each other. And
Wow.
Ben Affleck and dude, think about it. He's been a star since he was 20 years old.
Yeah. Yes.
He has not had to work for any kind of woman, and it's showing because he didn't see any of the feral red flags.
Nope.
Like, you can't tell me a waitress wouldn't treat him like a king.
Of course he would. He's Ben Affleck, and she's a waitress.
Yeah.
Kid is. Jay Blaze, thanks for calling in, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, Jay Blaze, of course, will be on this particular channel on what is it? Saturday night at 9:00 for the Chop Block podcast. Okay, let us go to area code 424. I see you in the queue. Area code 561. I'm going to come to you shortly. Area code 424. You're on Live with Donovan.
Hey, Donovan, great show. Long-time listener, first-time caller.
Thank you.
I've always wanted to say that on a TV show, on the radio show.
Long time, first time, right?
So, right. You know, but it's usually with a Jewish accent, right? Long time.
Yeah, right.
First
time caller.
But you know what's interesting is everything that Jay Blaze said was so accurate. Here's what I don't understand. With Ben being the man, why did he have to marry JLo? Was it because she said, I'm done playing around with all these men moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
If there is no marriage, we are nothing.
Wow. Yeah, I think, you know what? You might be right, actually. And what was your name again? Forgive me.
My name is Colonels, and I'm in the chat.
Okay, Colonels. Okay, gotcha. Colonels, the deal is this, man. In what you just described. So you just described, JLo said, hey, look, if we're going to do this, we are going to get married. We're not going to date. We're not going to do this casual thing. We're going to get married. What it sounds like you're suggesting that JLo did was she did what girls in situationships try to do. They ask you, so what are we and where is this going? Of course, you shut her down because she's a hoe and you don't want to commit to her. She tries again. Then the third time she's like, okay, look, we either make this thing official or we're going to stop having sex. And 9 times out of 10, guys will cave in. But unfortunately for Ben Affleck, JLo ran the same gambit on him, and it worked because just like Jay Blaze said, and we say this we know this in this community all the time, is that just because you are rich and famous and you're good looking does not mean you understand how to handle women. Just like Jay Blaze says, Ben Affleck has been a megastar since he was 20 years old. Women have thrown themselves at him since before any of us can remember. And so he's not used to picking up on red flags. He's not used to screening out these chicks because they're always giving guys like him their best. What are your thoughts on the comparison that you just made in terms of a girl angling for a relationship and pulling sex off the table as sort of a bargaining chip?
Well, Donovan, it's really interesting that you bring all this up, and I find it fascinating that no matter how filthy rich a woman is like her, she still goes back to her feminine instinct.
There you go.
And still wants what every little girl wants.
Yes.
And the most stupid part is so you realize, because you preach this all the time, and I purchased your Womanese volumes.
Hey, thank you.
I love them.
Thank you.
But no, you're welcome. Thank you too, and I hope you start making more and more down the line. But the point is, it's so stupid how even a stupid woman like her would not want to protect her fortune, because the fact that she didn't sign a prenup with Ben is the most ridiculous thing.
It's crazy.
Dumb.
It's crazy. And it also, and think about this, what Jay Blaze said on the call earlier, JLo is very frivolous with her money. And she's worth $400 million, so I guess right now she kind of can be, but we all know that that's not going to be forever. Ben Affleck is worth $150 million. Clearly, there is a difference in their spending habits. Ben Affleck has the quote-unquote notorious reputation for being cheap. No, like Tyrese said famously in one of the Fast and Furious movies, that's how you stay a millionaire. Now, it would be very, very difficult for JLo to blow through $400 million. I don't think that's ever going to happen, but I think the fact that she didn't sign a prenup just says to her that I think she might even take her money for granted. And if she's not careful, man, she might mess around and she might get desperate and marry some yahoo who actually takes her to the cleaners. And I will say this, I 1000% agree with you. No matter how much, money, fame, whatever a woman has, she all wants what every little girl wants. She wants the big wedding. So they made it official down in Vegas, but then they had the big extravagant wedding in Georgia, thereby proving exactly what you said.
It's interesting. Also, and you're right. You're right, Donovan. Don't forget, the same thing happened with Britney Spears and Kevin Federline.
Yeah, Kevin Federline. Yes.
I like to call it vagina-mony, but in this case, is it called dick-a-mony? I don't know. But it's the same thing.
I love it, vagina-mony. That is awesome. Listen, I agree with you. Now, if I'm Ben Affleck, if I'm Ben Affleck, I'm not going after her for dick-a-mony or whatever, palimony, whatever the case may be. I'm worth $150 million, but the fact that JLo has opened herself up to this speaks to the carelessness of women. And again, I tell you guys all the time, women need to be protected from a lot of things. The thing they needed to be protected from the most is themselves, okay? A woman needs to be protected from themselves, because if I'm JLo's accountant, I'm like, yo, you are very lucky that this guy is Ben Affleck and not Ben Smith, because this guy could really take you to the cleaners if he wanted to. And get this, Ben Affleck is worth $150 million. He could hire a high-priced, law firm to take care of this. I'll give you the last word.
No, thanks. And I guess Ben, as successful and as much pussy as he's gotten in his entire life, as many hearts as he's broken, and all the money, etc., he's lived a long, full life, and he realizes that life isn't all about money all the time. It is, but when you reach his level, you kind of win the game. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And he realizes that he probably has another good maybe 20 years left in life. Easy. And he does not want to deal a quarter of that dealing with headaches and lawsuits and lawyers over some pussy change that means nothing to him, because he can make one movie and make it all back.
Very good. Thank you very much for the call, man. Thanks for the thoughts.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Great call there. Great call. Area code 561, I'm coming to you right now. Area code 914, sit tight. I'm coming to you right after 561. Area code 561, you're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan, it's Phoenix Light Games. I'm calling from Pompano Beach.
PLG, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How are you today?
I'm doing good, man. Look, listen, I can't say I'm surprised about this JLo Ben Affleck thing. What are your thoughts?
I'm not surprised either, and I 1,000% agree with you on JLo being feral. Honestly, it just reminds me of the whole Destiny and Melina debacle again.
Yeah, right.
Honestly, the way she's conducting herself.
Yes.
And in a way, like, Hollywood is actually play a part in it, because, well, I'm not really sure how the bookings are, because I'm not really into the
entertainment business.
How people request to be part of film.
Sure, right.
Or when their agents do anything like that. But just think of the amount of films that Jennifer's been in, up to now, and in current time. Yeah. Like most of the films that she's been in have in some aspect, in some way, highlighted her sexuality.
Of course.
And let's be honest, JLo is beautiful.
Yeah.
She
looks good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say she looks real good. I'm not gonna say that she's just a rag. Like no, but bro, it's obvious that she's beautiful. But
yeah, of course.
The point is that since she's been in these films where people have been highly recommending her to be the sexual components in movies, in her mind it's been helping. How do I say this? It's been playing a part in how women grow old and never grow up.
Yes.
Because she still thinks in her mind that she's hot as she was when she was 18 to now. Yes. She will not verbally admit that.
No.
But that's what That's what she thinks deep down. So I believe that's why that plays a part in how she's feral and why she's making decisions with the money that she's making and everything like that, because she thinks she's going to have it forever. She still thinks she's going to look beautiful forever. Yep. Because a lot of people have been requesting her for movies, and she's one of the most beautiful women to play in these movies. So of course she's going to think like that. So of course she's going to be out of control and shit. That's why she needs a man in her life to keep her in check.
I'll tell you this.
Unfortunately, Ben Affleck.
I'll tell you this, PLG. What you just highlighted, you talked about the fact that women grow old, but they never grow up. That axiom rings true in every sense of the word, especially this sense. But what you just highlighted about the movies that she makes, because I'm sure that Jennifer Lopez probably gets requested for a lot of movies. My guess, Phoenix Light Games, is she turns down the roles that don't highlight her sexuality. I forget. Yeah, I forget what movie it was that she recently-ish, I think it may have been a year or two ago, where she's a stripper. And she's like teaching these strippers, like, how to finesse men and this. And I'm like, dude, this woman is 52 years old playing a stripper in a movie. Like, this isn't, like, it's crazy.
Yeah, and there was another movie that she played in. It was like maybe 5 or 6 years ago, where she was the hot older MILF mom.
Yes.
Of some dude.
Of course.
Of some dude, and they moved to another neighborhood, and then she sees this guy who's her son's friend, who is like 18 or 19.
Yeah.
Who is attending high school or something like that, and then she fucks him.
Yes, it's crazy. And again, this signals to the world and women that you can still go out there and you can still get attention and sleep with men no matter how old you are. But here's the problem. Most 55-year-old women don't look like Jennifer Lopez. Most 55-year-old women don't have the resources that Jennifer Lopez has to stay looking as good as she does. This is why we got Pop the Balloon or Pop the Balloon, or the bootleg Pop the Balloon or Find Love over 30 edition. That's why these women are popping their balloon. Like this dude, this nigga was well dressed, he was clean, he was looking good, and these bitches are popping their balloons because they think he takes them. He takes himself too seriously.
Yeah, and these women that I've seen the pop balloon thing so many times. I even watched a breakdown of it on Fresh and Fit.
Yeah,
these women have like 4 or 5 kids from
insane
2 or 3 baby daddies.
Insane.
They're past their prime. They're past 35. They're overweight as hell. They even loud. They don't know how to conduct themselves in a feminine, ladylike manner, and yet they're popping balloons to a guy who lives in Tennessee, who's doing well for himself. I think he owns an IT consulting firm.
Yeah,
he's doing well for himself, and he's in Tennessee, and yet
insane.
And he's groomed very well. He's dressed very well. And yet because of the questions he asked. And here's the thing: this is why they pop the balloons. They pop the balloons because he was asking questions that puts them in a bad light, that makes them hold themselves accountable.
Of course.
One of the questions that he asked was, why are you single at? Well, he didn't say at this age, but why are you still single?
Yes, I remember that one. Yeah.
Why have you been single for so long time? Yeah, they popped their balloons because why? They didn't want to say the truth.
Right.
The reason I'm single is because I was a raging bitch. The reason why I'm single is because I'm not real, because I got 4 kids from different baby daddies. We know the truth, but they know they never admit it. But yeah, this is a component why JLo is in her life and everything like that, because she's purposely going to films to highlight her sexuality so she can feel like she still has the option she did many years ago. We all know what the deal is. Area code 914. I'm going to come to you here in just a second.
I'll get you out of here with this, Phoenix Light Games. What is your prediction for JLo's dating life? Like, in other words, what? It looks like Allie Drummond might come on now.
Wait. Before I answer the question, please tell Allie I'm thankful for her content. She provides a lot of value.
Okay, will do.
She was actually one of the components that saved my life. So thank you. Tell her thank you.
All right, good stuff. So yeah, what is your prediction for what's your prediction in terms of? I mean, does she get married again? Is she just going to get passed around? What's your prediction here?
it's a probability versus possibility analysis for me.
Okay.
Probability is she's going to get passed around for most of her life and everything like that. And let's just say in the distant future, or maybe this later this year, she gets married again. It's not going to be the guy that she wants. It's probably going to be a lower level. The guy is going to have some status, obviously, because she's not going to fuck with a guy to marry unless he has some status to his name. But it's not going to be somebody that was on Ben Affleck's level.
No, of course not.
Somebody even higher than that.
Yeah, it's over with.
No. So probability she's going to get passed around is if she does get married, it's going to be to a lower tier celebrity male.
Yep.
And that guy is probably just going to use her for exposure, and then they're probably going to split apart and say, I don't know, like it was fun, it was just a one-off thing or something like that, and they're going to go their separate ways, and JLo is going to have trouble finding somebody. So that's my prediction.
Okay, very good. Phoenix Light Games, thank you very, very much for calling in, and I will forward your message to Allie. Appreciate you calling in. Okay, let us go to area code 914. Area code 914, thanks for your patience. You are on with Donovan Sharpe. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
What's going on, Big Don? Nice to finally talk to you.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah, this is Luke in Mount Kisco, New York.
Hey, Luke, wow, it is finally good to talk to you, man. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I can't complain.
Good shit, man.
Coming from, upstate, I've been to the Bronx on several occasions, and the thing is, Jennifer Lopez, she calls herself Jenny from the block. The Bronx, the Puerto Rican girls there are kind of similar to American black women.
Yes.
So in that sense, someone like her, you could take the ratchet out of the ghetto.
Oops. But you cannot take the ghetto out of the ratchet. Oh, God. No, real shit.
Exactly.
Real
She's
shit.
not going to change.
No.
And just picture this. Imagine her having that same mentality as American black women. She makes her own money on top of that.
Yep.
So you got to have ironclad frame to be with someone like that.
That's right. That's right. Let me ask you this, Luke. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
What is your prediction for?
Usually, with someone like Ben Affleck, they know how to behave.
Right.
But she has her own money, so
it's incredible, man. It's incredible.
Him, right?
Do you think this is her? Listen, me personally, I think that this is her. Listen, now women will argue, Luke, that okay, the red pill community, they're going to say it's over for Jennifer Lopez. She's never going to be married again. No, I think. Listen, will JLo get married again? Yeah, she probably will. However, the man that eventually will put a ring on her finger is not going to be nearly the same status and caliber of a Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck, and I don't know what she's thinking, but this is it. Like no one in Ben Affleck's weight class is ever going to take her seriously for a long-term relationship. They may have some fun with her for a little while, but they are not putting a ring on her finger. What's your prediction? Do you think she gets married again? Because at this point, Luke, what she's going to have to battle her pride at this point. She can't be forever single because, well, that's a bad look for her. But then again, the men that she wants to, the men that she's interested in are not going to be interested in her for a long-term relationship. So what do you think she does?
Exactly. I don't want to sound like an echo chamber. I agree with Phoenix Light Games.
Yep.
Like, for example, imagine the average chick is 10 DMs a day. So JLo's probably getting thousands.
Yeah.
But if it's not going to be a dude with ironclad frame, she's going to end up with a super simp that does everything she says. So that's probably going to be a next husband, most likely.
Yep. Yeah, probably. Luke, hey, thank you very much for the support over the years, man. I appreciate you calling in.
Anytime.
All right, brother. Take care. That, of course, is Luke Red Pill Perry. 516-387-1987. 516-387-1987. Give us your thoughts. Looks like Allie's not going to be able to make it. She's not going to be able to make it, but it was short notice. So it's all good. Shout out to Ken Rose with the $2 Rumble rant. Dre Raven with the $2 super chat says, "Will JLo date Pete Davidson now?" Yeah, she is his type, isn't she? Like Pete Davidson, he likes dating these post-wall supermodel type chicks. Okay, let's take a look at Jennifer Lopez's dating history. And again, by the way, shout out to King Life. Shout out to King Life for suggesting this topic to me. You guys know I have a very difficult time keeping up with current events, and this is just another example of such. So King Life, thank God for that, dude. King Life keeps me up to date on current events, as well as my guys in the Discord. If you guys want to make me aware of something that you would like me to react to, listen, get a hold of the join our Discord. Join our Discord. Let me hang on a second. Let me grab the link. I'll grab the link and I'll put it in the chat. This will be the very first time I'm such a boomer. Man, I'm such a boomer when it comes to this stuff, man, because I don't know how to do none of this. There we go. I still communicate, guys. I still communicate via text message. Like, you know. So I'm going to put this in here. Join the Discord. I don't know if that's the right. Oh, yeah, it is. It is the right one. Okay, very good. So let's take a look at Jennifer Lopez's dating history here. This, of course, is from Us Weekly. So it says, Jennifer Lopez has famously been in several high-profile romances. Lopez has been married 4 times, her most recent marriage being with Ben Affleck. So already, like, dude, she's been married 4 times. Listen, she's been married to 3 different men, right? But the fact that this chick has been married 4 times, this just proves her feral status. It's insane. Lopez was previously married to Johnny Noah from 1997 to 1998, Chris Judd from 2001 to 2003, and Mark Anthony, with whom she shares twins Max and M from 2004 and 2014, before marrying Ben Affleck in 2022. I'm sorry. They said she's been married 4 times. Oh, that's right. She has been married 4 times. The first time she got with Ben Affleck, they did not get married. So yeah, she's had 4 husbands. This woman has had 4 husbands, guys. 4 husbands. Like, it's over. It's over. And there, of course, is the sumptuous Blake Lively. Blake Lively's hot. Like, she is. Like, she's a bad bitch. So let's take a look at this. So let's scroll through her photo. So this is, who is this? This is Johnny Noah. Johnny Noah. I don't know. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. But yeah, you can see here, you can now for those of you guys who are not aware, Jennifer Lopez, the very first time I saw her was on In Living Color. She used to be one of the fly girls on In Living Color. And you know, she didn't really stand out. She was just another good-looking Puerto Rican girl who could dance, you know. So it says here, the Selena star married the producer in February 1997, but their marriage was short-lived. They divorced 7 months later. In August of 2007, a court-appointed arbitrator issued a permanent injunction that forbid Noah from, quote, criticizing, denigrating, casting in a negative light, or otherwise disparaging his ex-wife. Noah later appeared on Millionaire Matchmaker in 2016. Oh, how about that? So let me get this straight. Women can go to court. Women can go to the court and get injunctions to keep their exes from criticizing them. Yet women do this all the time. Women dog celebrities, everybody, celebrity women, they dog their exes all the time. It's insane. It's insane. Let me read some of your chats before I continue here. NI383 on the Rumble side says again. Yep, again. Optimistic Realizer says, I think that women pulling sex off the table can be a good tactic for women, but not men. There you go. He also says, I think most people are not surprised at all. Yeah, listen, you're right about that, Optimistic Realizer, because if at the top of this article says Jennifer Lopez has done what seemed inevitable, right? Now, maybe they're basing that on the goings on as of late, but dude, we knew this was going to happen eventually. Apollo on the Rumble side says the next guy she gets with will pull an A-Rod with her, use her to improve his image, then dump her for a younger woman. Dude, shouts out to Alex Rodriguez. Alex Rodriguez literally used JLo to repair his image, and it worked. Listen, for those of you guys who are not familiar with the A-Rod story, A-Rod was the laughingstock of everybody, okay? Alex Rodriguez, one of the greatest players in Major League history. I think he's one of only 4 men with 600. No, there's more than 4 men with 600 home runs, because there's Jim Thome, Alex Rodriguez, Sammy Sosa, Barry Bonds, Hank Aaron, Willie Mays. He's one of, I think, 6. I could be wrong, but he is a part of the very exclusive 600 home run club. Well, back in 2009, it came out that A-Rod had tested positive for steroids, and so that's why he's not in the Hall of Fame now. I think eventually they will start putting the steroid guys in, Barry Bonds, Roger Clemens, A-Rod. But we're gonna have to wait till all of the old curmudgeon guys die. Jose Canseco came out and said 80% of the league is on steroids, and it turned out he was probably right. Listen, you got to put Barry Bonds in because chances are the guys he was hitting home runs off of, they were taking steroids too. Anyway, so A-Rod was the laughing stock of everyone. He was the laughing stock. He was a pariah. Then he got with Jennifer Lopez, and now he's doing exclusive. Like when JLo did her Super Bowl halftime show, A-Rod was like the leading man. He was like, all right, let's go into Jennifer Lopez's trailer and let's see how she's getting ready and this and that and the other. Like the world fell back in love with Alex Rodriguez, and now he has a regular gig on him with Fox, and everybody seems to like him now. So shout out to him for that. I really don't care on the Rumble side says, I predict she'll go on a campaign later, stating that now that she's single, she's the most happy she's ever been. Yeah, of course, she's going to do that. She's definitely going to do that. Yeah, she is definitely going to do that. She's going to be like, hey, I've never been happier. Almost like, remember when Superhead came out and said, yeah, I'm 44 years old, but I'd rather be me right now. I've never been more solid. No, bitch. No, you don't want to be Superhead anymore. That's why you changed your name from Corinne Steffens to something else. Superhead doesn't want to be Superhead anymore. She doesn't. Single women are not happy, guys. Like it's obvious, especially older women who have been ran through. Optimistic Realizer on the Rumble side says, any man has to be a complete simp to chance a failed marriage with an emotionally unstable woman. Well, clearly. Alaskan K says 9 players have over 600 home runs. You missed the great Bambino, Ken Griffey Jr., and Albert Pujols. Yes, thank you, Alaskan K. I don't know why I said 4. But yeah, right, exactly, right. Yeah. So Babe Ruth, Ken Griffey Jr., Albert Pujols, Jim Thome, Alex Rodriguez, Barry Bonds, and Sammy Sosa, Willie Mays, Hank Aaron. Those are your 9. There you go. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Let's see. Oh, here we go. We have a simp in the chat. Matthew Karen says they both have multiple divorces, neither really spouse material. Oh boy, Matthew, my friend, you must be new here. But you know what? I'm going to take it easy on you, and I'm going to ask you some rhetorical questions that you need to answer for yourself, and maybe you'll walk back the absolute fucking stupid statement that you just made. Who, Matthew, do you think will have better prospects for both short and long-term relationships moving forward? Number 1. Number 2, how many women would be willing to marry Ben Affleck? Then ask yourself this question: how many men would be willing to marry Jennifer Lopez? So, yeah, listen, a woman being divorced multiple times, that's a little different from a man being divorced multiple times. Number 1. Number 2, I like how you did it with the language. They both have multiple divorces. Dude, fuck you and fuck off. Jennifer Lopez has been divorced 4 times. Ben Affleck has now been divorced twice. He's now been divorced twice. Okay? So, yeah, 4 and 2 are both multiple divorces, but bruh. Like, marriages is almost like a body count, fam. Like, you really, like seriously, a woman that's been married and divorced 4 times is like a girl with a 40 body count. It's almost like you're comparing, well, they both slept with a lot of people, so they're both hoes. No, they're not both hoes. Because guess what? What quality options is the girl with the body count of 40 gonna have compared to the guy with the 40 body count? Yeah, stop that. You don't even come in here and try and play that bullshit ass game. Don't even try that. They both have multiple divorces, neither are really spouse material. Shut the fuck up. Unbelievable. Dude, I can promise you Ben Affleck's DMs are teeming with hot young girls ready to get with him. Dude, they would marry Ben Affleck. The only thing anybody wants JLo for is a roll in the hay. And she's 55 and ran through. As Luke Perry says, she probably has 0 walls. It's like throwing a hot dog down a hallway. Fuck out of here. Both of them not really marriage material. Ay. King Life says, I'd use her to get to Chloe Moretz. Oh, yeah. Isn't that the girl from Kick-Ass, the hit girl or whatever? Molten Mage Gaming says, it's very sad to see the delusion that modern women have in today's world. This story just showcases it more. Why would she leave? She's not going to get better than Ben. Well, the reason why she's leaving is because she thinks she can still do better than Ben. She thinks she can still do better than Ben. Listen, but I don't. Is she delusional, or did she preemptively divorce this guy to save face? I don't know, man. I don't know. Bruh man says JLo out here collecting rings like Infinity Stones. Yeah, right. Basketball Stream says steroids or not, Barry Bonds had some of the most insane home runs I've ever seen. Yeah, exactly. Dude, put him in the hall. He's one of the greatest players ever. Barry Bonds was a Hall of Famer before he started taking steroids. You guys got to read that game. You guys got to read that book, Game of Shadows. He gives his reasons as to why he started steroids. It was the summer of '98. Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa, dude, it was the crazy home run race of 1998. Meanwhile, Barry Bonds, I think that year hit a career high 45 home runs, was in the MVP discussion. He'd been in the best player in baseball forever, but he was overshadowed by Sosa and McGwire. So he's like, you know what? Everybody knows these guys are juicing, so I'm going to juice too. And it was funny because when Barry Bonds started taking steroids, it felt like it's almost like every other year he was hitting his 500th, his 600th, his 700th. I mean, it was incredible. It was incredible. Matthew Caron actually saves his reputation temporarily by saying steroids saved baseball. Absolutely. Steroids 100% saved baseball. And JLo saved A-Rod's reputation. LDN says, I bet Beta Ben will come back for a third round after some time. Nah, bruh. No. No, he's not. LDN, oh my God. LDN, dude, bruh, come on, man. Really? You really think Ben Affleck is going back to a 55-year-old woman? Again, ask yourself this, LDN. How many quality options does Ben Affleck have right now? Why in the world would Ben Affleck go back to an old rich woman who probably doesn't, just like Jay Blaze says, who probably doesn't even treat him that well because of who and what she is, when he's got a bunch of when he could literally marry, date, whoever, hot 22, 23-year-old girls. No way. No way. LDN says Affleck is a beta. Did you figure that out all by yourself, LDN? Jesus Christ. Swear to God, man, we get these new dudes, man. We get these new dudes in here. We get these new dudes in here. This ain't 2014, right? You can't come in. Affleck's a beta. Oh my, you know what? You're absolutely right. I never even thought of that. Ben Affleck is. Come on, man. This is next level RP shit, man. Come on, guys. Then he says there are betas in Hollywood. Yes, there are, LDN. Thank you for that astute observation. Appreciate it. Mike Steele says, hell, I'd hit it, but I'd quit it. Dude, I'd fuck JLo. You know what I'm saying? Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? I mean, dude, who wouldn't? Yeah, who wouldn't fuck JLo? Of course. Sean Morris on the YouTube side says, this proves what we said on a previous show. Status will not protect you from fuckery. Yeah, of course not. Of course not. Not in this sense. Not in this sense. Kevin Jag says,
she belongs to the street.
Yes, she does. Yes, she does. Alaskan K on the Rumble side says, Ben Affleck's DMs right now. Oh, so you like Latinas, huh? I'll do anything for you, papi. Yes, she will. Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. Rome says, I love it when Donovan makes fun of simps. Yeah, making fun of simps it's one of my favorite hobbies. Then he also says Barry Bonds is a Hall of Famer. He is absolutely a Hall of Famer. Absolutely Hall of Famer. I really don't care, says divorces. Ben falls into pre-selection. JLo falls into being labeled as a high-risk woman to date now. There you go. Dude, Ben Affleck is pre-selected forever. He's Ben fucking Affleck. He ain't going back to Jennifer Lopez. Fuck that. And to be honest with you, man, I mean, Ben Affleck may have used... Have we ever considered this? Have we ever considered the possibility that Ben Affleck might have used JLo the same way Alex Rodriguez did? Huh? Listen, listen, we all knew what A-Rod was up to. We all knew that he was using JLo for clout, status, and celebrity. Like I said, he was the pariah of sports. He was... I mean, dude, JLo literally saved this man's reputation, and now he's all over TV. He can't. I mean, dude, he can't. He's turning down TV opportunities. Massive Moon Stream says Danny Trejo is going to hit it next. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Guys, give us your thoughts, man. Give us your thoughts. 516-387-1987. Again, that's 516-387-1987. Let's see here. Oh my God. Dre Raven says that maybe she'll be on the Golden Bachelorette. Oh, hold up, man. I'm sorry. Look. Hold up. My bad. Yep. There it is. Absolute. Wow. The Golden Bachelorette. You might be right. Man. You might actually be right. King Life says JLo thinks she can snap her body count away with all those rings. Nah, that ain't happening. I don't know. She's got enough rings. She might be able to do something. I really don't care. So yeah, Kevin Jack says I'd hit it for show. Of course, we all would. Skydaddy8 on the Rumble side says as favorable divorce courts are to women, I was surprised that Ben would marry JLo in the first place with the risk of him losing half of his fortune. No, Skydaddy8. He does not risk losing half of his fortune. Ben Affleck was keenly aware that JLo's net worth was far more than his. That's why he wasn't worried. That's one of the many reasons why he actually tied the knot. He's like, well, hell, she's worth more than me. If things go sideways, I'm not losing anything. She's worth more than I am. She gets paid more for her projects than I do. Yeah, Skydaddy8, I don't think Ben Affleck is going to pursue anything, but he could if he wanted to. And that's why he married her. So yeah, the divorce courts, they do favor women. Not in this particular case, because JLo's net worth is 200 or 300% higher than Affleck. She'd be on the hook if he decided to call, if he decided to come back. Alaskan K said, from what I saw on the Bill Maher show, Ben is Islamic now and a bit crazy. He'll probably just move to Dubai and call it a day. Yeah, he might. Holy God, man. All right, good stuff. Oh, I just got a text from Myra. Oh, okay, cool. H.MPEG with the $1 super chat says, sadly, Barry Bonds is no longer eligible for the Hall of Fame. No, he's not eligible because I think it's 5 years past, but he could still be voted in by the Veterans Committee. So, Barry Bonds will never not technically be eligible for the Hall of Fame. I think Goose Gossage was voted in by the Veterans Committee. I think Gaylord Perry. There was another guy. God. Listen, there have been a number of players that were voted in by the Veterans Committee to the Baseball Hall of Fame. So he's no longer eligible, but if they wanted to put him in, they could put him in. Kevin Jack says, has Ben eligible for alimony? Yes, he is. He absolutely is eligible for alimony. Now, well, hold on. Now I'm not a lawyer. I thought that you had to be with someone for 10 years to get alimony, so I'm not a lawyer here. But if he wanted to go after JLo for money, he could, because her net worth is higher than his. Apollo says on the Rumble side says he says if JLo is the Golden Bachelorette, that show's ratings will go through the roof. It will give older women the delusion that they can still land a high quality man being in their 50s and up. Wow. Keep the delusion going, man. Keep the delusion going. Bad Rasta says, this is proof that you shouldn't go back to your exes. Listen, man, Ben Affleck was relatively irrelevant as of late. He got with JLo, his Q rating went up. So, yeah. Boy, my dude, Walter is just, my God. There we go. Oh, there we go. There we are. King Life says, Ben Affleck is freaking Batman. He's supposed to be single. Yeah, exactly. Mike Steele says, only loser men would want to marry JLo so they can mooch off of her. Right, exactly. King Life says, no lie, Kevin Federline needs his own dollar. Yeah, right? I'm telling you, he was the one that did it. The BS is real says, Future's a prime example. Yes, he is. Mazamoon Streams says JLo contributes to the overwhelming statistic that women initiate most divorces. Again, guys, these kinds of things happening in real life. This is why when people criticize this community, this is what we use to clap back. And then people say all the time, well, these dating shows are rigged. They're all scripted. No, they're not. Because if they were scripted, we wouldn't be able to so accurately predict them. If they were scripted, if they were scripted, all of the girls would be able to be hoes and end up with the guy at the end. But that ain't happening. Dudes are waking up. Ten Sworn says, why are these celebrities such simps? I don't get it. The reason why, Ten Sworn, the reason why celebrities, male celebrities are simps are such simps is the same reason young hot women are useless. Young hot women are generally useless because they've never had to be useful. They've gotten everything they want just because of the way they look. Well, male celebrities who have status and clout from a young age, like a Ben Affleck, he hasn't had to learn game. He hasn't had to learn how to understand what a woman's true nature is. He hasn't, and I'm sure he's probably dealt with heartbreak, right? But he's got such a constant, steady flow of women throwing themselves at him. He never really had time to really learn them and do what he needs and do what needs to be done in order to not get humiliated like this. But yeah, this is the reason why most male celebrities are betas is the same reason why most young, attractive women are useless. They don't need to be alpha. They get plenty of opportunities, but as we say in this community all the time, you can have all the looks, money, and status you want, like a Ben Affleck. You can. But gentlemen, if you do not know how to handle women, if you don't know how to lead them, you're a high-value guy, but you're also a high-value target. Fortunately for Ben Affleck, he decided to marry a woman with, 2 to 3 times his net worth, which Don DeMarco to him for that. King Life says she's going to go to McDonovan's and order the limited time only Peter Davidson sandwich. Oh my God. I saw somebody else in there talk about Peter Dinklage. That was funny. Devin, if you're watching, put it on the poll, Dev. Put it on the poll. Which Peter should JLo date? Which Peter should JLo date next? Should it be Peter Dinklage or Pete Davidson? You know what? Actually, I might do that. Because I think there we go. Let's do a poll. Nope, that's not it. Damn, I don't know how to do a poll. Hold up. How do I do a poll? Oh, there it is. I got it. All right, so here we go. So I'm going to start a poll here. Let's see. Which Peter should JLo date next? Pete Davidson or Peter Dinklage? I think I'm spelling that correctly. So be sure to vote in the poll. Be sure to vote in the poll. And Peter Dinklage immediately takes the lead. Okay. LDN says, look at him, Donovan. He seems to love it. Jesus. LDN, my friend, listen, I appreciate you being here, but you really need a little more seasoning. You need a little more seasoning, buddy. Sean Morris says, if Leonardo can get women in their early 20s, Ben Affleck definitely can. Absolutely. Dude, Leo's got it figured out. He knows exactly what the fuck he's doing. King Life says, they good for a short time, just a little longer than sisters, right? Ten Sworn says, I don't get it. You would think these celebrities would be aware they're getting hit by all types of bad women. He's seeing behind the scenes of women. How do these guys still manage to be unaware? No. Ben Affleck gets women's best. He gets their best every time. You think that, and honestly, this JLo divorce affects Ben Affleck not one bit. I can promise you, Affleck is not hurt. He's not embarrassed. It is what it is. In Ben's mind, it is what it is. I'm sure he has love for JLo, but he's not pressed. Because remember in the article, it says that talks got pretty contentious, but then they got to a point to where they weren't even talking to each other. So Ben is he's over JLo, man. He ain't worried. Luke Perry says Fordham Road, Bronx is full of spice and Ice Spice and JLo's. Yeah, right. King Colonel says, is that a cat in heat? No, that's not a cat in heat. That's my male cat who has been neutered. He just loves me. This is my cat. We are bonded, and he doesn't like it when we're in different rooms. So no, the cat's not in heat. Cat's not in heat. Yep, the Level Up Man says this is why game trumps all. Yeah, Luke Perry Luke Perry actually makes a very good point. He says Rumble is advanced, YouTube is for the new guys. Yeah, you're right about that. The Level Up Man says JLo has been high risk since the first time a camera got pointed at her. All women become high risk. As soon as women figure out that the camera loves them, it's over. It's a wrap. The Castro 92 says Mia Khalifa is still just as bad as JLo. No, she's not. No, she's not. No, Mia Khalifa is far worse than JLo. Mia Khalifa is a porn star, fam. Like, yeah, sorry. That should actually be another poll. Let's see here. Yo, Luke Berry said, I'm still pissed at the American black woman asking Unc for $1,000. Yeah, that bitch asked him for a band. She's like, I can't pay my rent. Nigga, I need a band. Yep, there it is. Sean Moore says, facts. Just ask Mary J. Blige. Dude, I'm trying to tell you. Lorenzo says, at this stage, Ben should just live the Leo life. He may as well. The Level Up Man says he can get temporary spousal support. Wow, okay. Luke Perry says, I think Jose Canseco is in trouble for steroids as well. Dude, Jose Canseco is the one who made everyone aware of steroids. Like, he came out with that book, Fast Times and whatever, how baseball got big. Like, he outed everybody. He outed Mark McGwire. He outed everybody. Yeah, dude, Jose Canseco was the original steroid. And honestly, I think Jose Canseco deserves to be in the Hall of Fame for being the whistleblower on steroids. I think he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Listen, does he have questionable character? Absolutely. Did he expose everyone, for nefarious reasons? Yeah, probably. But I think Jose Canseco needs to be in the Hall of Fame for that reason. Because if Jose Canseco didn't come out and say anything, we might not have figured out, we might not have ever had the steroids era. At least not exposed, publicly. Diabolical Man says Jennifer is no better than Kim Kardashian. Both love attention and value fame over family. Yep, absolutely. Frederick Walker says Pookie got a shot at that old arse now. Yes, he does. Dude, JLo's been fucking her backup dancers for forever, man. Because remember, she had So let's go back to this. Speaking of that, I'll get back to your chats. So her first relationship was with this Ojani Noah. Then she got with Puff Daddy. Y'all know him as Diddy. I still call him Puff Daddy. So Sean Diddy Combs. It says here that Lopez began dating the hip-hop mogul in 1999 after the pair met on the set of a music video, but they later split up in 2001. In a 2003 interview with Vibe magazine, the Made in Manhattan actress claimed Diddy was unfaithful, of course, during their relationship. The former rapper, for his part, waxed poetic about Lopez in 2017, proclaiming she was without a doubt one of his great loves. The former couple remained friendly, embracing each other warmly at her Las Vegas residency, All I Have, in September of 2018. Yeah, Puff Daddy actually did a cut with Usher called I Need a Girl. I need a girl to ride. Oh, what is it? I forgot. I think it's called I Need a Girl. Maybe that was the theme of the song. But the last verse was about Jennifer Lopez. It was about JLo. So Diddy really, Puff Daddy really loved JLo. But, I mean, she shouldn't have left him because now she's been passed around. Look at this dude. Who is this guy? Who is this dude? Chris Judd. She dated Chris. Look at all these people. There's this guy, Ohani Noah. Then there's Puff Daddy. Then there's Chris Judd. Then there was Mark Anthony, whom they had 2 kids with. I don't even know who the fuck this guy. Yeah, Casper Smart, her backup dancer. Yeah, her backup dancer. Got in a relationship with him. Then she fucked around with Drake. Then, of course, she fucked around with A-Rod. And now she got back with Ben Affleck. And again, Jennifer Lopez, please believe JLo is fucking beautiful. She's gorgeous. She's the best looking. She's the best looking. She will be the best looking woman her age for the rest of her life. She was the best looking 40-year-old, 41, 42, 40, all the way up to, she is the best looking 55-year-old woman of all time. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Sky98 says, hey, Don, how do you like JLo's looks now compared to the look back then when she was in Money Train? My wife pointed out that she got a few plastic surgeries from then to now. I like her. I like her aesthetics now better than that, because right now she looks like this picture. She looks really good. And you can see she looks great here. She looks really good here. Looks great there. Looks really good here. Yeah, she looks good there. She looks good here, but yeah, she's just a little chubby in this picture, right? And I'm sure she was thick. Right? Yeah, like that. Yeah, aesthetically, nah, she does not. She looks better than she did. I think aesthetically she looks better now, for sure. And anybody who would, I mean, I don't know. I suppose we all have, you know, our types. But me, in my opinion, and it's guys, this is one of the great mysteries of the world. Jennifer Lopez has gotten better looking with age. And we all know that women do not get better looking with age, but she's got better looking with age, which is why she thinks she can divorce Ben Affleck and marry somebody else. Like you're 55 and you've been divorced 4 times. Like, Javon says, you've moved to a new place. The cat has some anxiety about it. Would you let the damn cat in, Donovan? He needs you. No, the reason I can't let him in is because he likes to step on everything. Like, he steps on all. When he comes in here, he doesn't like to hang out on my lap. No, he likes to walk on the keyboard, walk on the soundboard, and all that. So I'm gonna have to get covers for this stuff so I can still use them if he's in here. But no, he'll be fine. He'll be all right. He's a cat. Yeah, Mike Steele, very good observation. He says most women are beta, so statistics suggest that most celebrity men would be beta based on population samples. Yeah, of course. Of course, yeah. Like the video, guys. Like the video. And if you guys have any thoughts, I'm gonna be wrapping this up here pretty soon. So if you have any thoughts, hit your boy up. 516-387-1987. 516-387-1987. Luke Perry says, yeah, put Peter Griffin in the poll. Yeah, I think Peter Griffin would hit it. Do you think he'd leave Lois for JLo? I don't know. I don't think so. Luke Perry says Selma Hayek. Not necessarily. Selma Hayek used to be like mega hot even at her age, but she has started trending downwards. Like, don't please believe Selma Hayek was hot when she was 40. She was hot when she was 45. JLo she's still attractive at 55. JLo at this age is more attractive than Selma Hayek. So I will disagree with you there. Casual Germ says she only looks chubby with black husbands. Oh boy. Elena's in the house, says she won the jackpot with her looks, probably good genetics also. Yeah. She probably does have good genetics. She has a good plastic surgeon, which I'm not opposed to. And she's clearly on human growth hormone. Like, guys, like, JLo is clearly on HGH. Like, clearly she is on HGH. That's the reason why women like her, Jennifer Aniston, Elizabeth Hurley, that's why they all still look great at their age. Paulina Poroskova, unfortunately, didn't get the memo on the HGH, which is why she's asking people, why don't men want to date me at 55 years old? Well, because you're 55. Sean Moore says, maybe she's a vampire. No, she's chemically enhanced like everybody else. Yeah, there you go. Look, Mike Steele says money, HRT, stem cells and surgery. Absolutely. Absolutely. Dre Raven says, I wonder if she'll beat Elizabeth Taylor's divorce record. No, she won't. She won't. Elizabeth Taylor, I think, has been divorced like 8 or 9 times. JLo won't sniff those numbers. It's too late. It's too late. Yeah, Dorkster says, I think Michelle, this is an interesting conversation. He says, I think Michelle Rodriguez 5 years ago compared to Fast and Furious got better either way, got better with age. Yeah. Like Michelle Rodriguez for a while actually looked better than she used to. All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Let us go to area code 954. Okay, area code 954, you just dropped off. Sorry about that. Well, area code 954, sorry I missed you. If you wanna holler at your boy, oh, okay. Area code 907, you're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan, it's Alaskan. I'm from North Carolina right now.
Hey, Alaskan. Where about in North Carolina are you, if you don't mind me asking? Because I lived in North Carolina on and off for the better part of 20 years.
So I'm in Burlington right now.
Ah, Burlington. Very good. Yeah, I used to. Oh, my God. Yes, I'm very, very familiar with Burlington, that whole area. So anyway, so what are your thoughts, Alaskan?
So one thing I was looking at, too, and I sent this in the chat. If you look at Ben Affleck's dating history, he pretty much only dates people he meets in movies or things that he's doing.
Huh.
He's very much a man of convenience.
Okay.
And if you look at like a lot of the memes of him with him like smoking and exasperated,
yeah,
he's just like, screw all this. And then there's a video online where he's closing the door for JLo, and he slams that mother.
Yes,
and
he does.
And you just see his face like, dude, F all of this. So honestly, I think what happened was JLo was requesting a ton of attention and high maintenance, and he's like, dude, I just don't want to do that. Then she's fighting, he fights back, and then he's like, yeah, screw it, I'm just done. I'm not even dealing with you anymore.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's what it is. And you said that Ben Affleck is a man of convenience. I totally agree with that, and I never even thought of it that way, but I think that's the reason why he married JLo in the first place, because he is a man of convenience. And just like you said, Ben Affleck he's like the typical American guy who really only, like, we all know that a lot of guys only really date or are interested in women they work with, right? We know that workplace romances happen all the time. And a lot of times, well, of course, now they don't happen as often because, of course, the also me movement. But yeah, Ben Affleck is the fact that he only seems to date women that he works with. Yeah, that's really not working out for him too well. He really needs to open up the dating pool.
Well, yeah, and I think he went back to JLo because he was like, well, we had love before, and, he's already got her number.
Yeah.
You can just send her a text and boom, what's up, girl?
No, I'm with you 100%. Hang on, hold the line 1 second here. 1 second. Somebody's trying to call me, and the fact that they're trying to, good God. Dude. Oh my God. I need to, hang on, guys. Hang on. Jesus Christ, man. I need to set this thing up. I need to set up my phone so it doesn't allow people to call while I'm on the air. Jesus Christ. Sorry for the inconvenience, guys. Sit tight, Alaskan K. I'll be right there. I'm just making
You're good, man.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna make a change on my settings here. Just give me 2 seconds. Airplane mode. There we go. All right, now we're on airplane mode. I do apologize, Alaskan K, for the lack of professionalism there. Please continue your thought.
No, you're good, man. I was just thinking that pretty much he thought it was going to be them, old on the front porch, and she expected him to dote on her and give her that high maintenance because she probably thinks she's got better looking too. So she's like, well, I deserve more.
Yeah.
You're going to give me more if you want to come back, Ben. And he's like, nah. I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, I think... Oh, go ahead.
He's probably too lazy to file, so she filed.
Yep. Yeah. Listen, the funny thing is, Alaskan, is people, those who are not in the know, they're saying, Ben Affleck has taken an L. He's not taking an L. He probably wanted to divorce JLo a long time ago, and just like you said, as a man of convenience, he probably said, you know what? We both know this is over. I'll just let her file. I'll let her file the divorce. I'll let her have the win. And it's funny because I've been in situations like this where I'll be dating a girl and, I'll want to break up with her, but she gets all upset and everything. And so she goes and she starts telling her friends, yeah, I left Donovan. I don't care. Okay, fine. I'll give you fine. Okay. Hey, you know what? You left me. Fine. I'm taking the L. Boo-hoo, blah, 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 blah. I don't think Ben Affleck is pressed at all. I'll give you the last word.
Oh, and for sure, because he's also kind of a recluse in general. He's not going to go online and defend himself.
No.
He's not going to be like, oh, no, JLo's wrong. He doesn't care. He left
No.
to his other mansion in the Palisades, and he's probably hanging out watching his old movies and talking to Matt Damon.
Yeah, dude. They're probably thinking about, hey, man, let's do Goodwill Hunting Part 2 or something like that, right?
Right.
Let me get your opinion on this last thought here, Alaskan K. What is your prediction for JLo's dating prospects, both short, mid, and long term? Do you think she'll ever be? We both know that if she ever does get married again, it's not going to be to a man of this quality, et cetera, et cetera. What do you think the future holds for Jennifer Lopez?
I think either A, she goes towards a dude who's lower status, that's like 40 to 47, or she tries to go and up her career more by dating someone maybe not quite like Al Pacino's age, but in their 70s that's way higher status.
Okay.
And then uses him until he dies to catapult her career further.
Alaskan K, thank you very much for the thoughts. You're a relatively new supporter, man. I appreciate your support on both sides of Rumble and YouTube. Thank you for calling in, my friend.
Yeah, no problem, man. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Let us go to area code 619. Area code 619, you're on live with Donovan. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, Donovan, what's up? This is Sean Morris in San Diego.
Sean, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
Not much, man. I was going to say, but I think you already kind of touched on it. I think you were right. One of the things that I think Ben Affleck was doing is he was letting her initiate the divorce, because you know how they can get, if we're the ones that break it off with them, that's when they get crazy and they start getting vindictive.
Yes.
I think he was doing.
That is a great point. That is a very good point. And you know what? I think I agree with you. So let me just make sure I'm understanding this correctly. So what you are asserting here is that the reason Ben Affleck didn't file for divorce is because we know that women don't take L's. They don't take L's lying down. That would obviously open up the smear campaign and would get ugly. So he's like, you know what? I'm just going to let her file for divorce. That way she can't be upset about with me about anything else. Does that sound about accurate?
Yeah, because all of us who have done the breaking up, we know better than to do it again. And since he's famous, he has seen what's happened to other people in his situation when they broke it off.
Wow.
So he knew exactly what he was doing.
How about that? Wow, that is an astute observation, because you're right. When male celebrities file for divorce, what do their women do? They go fucking bananas, because again, women don't take L's. They hate taking L's. They always want to come out looking clean. I agree with you. And it's funny because we got a lot of people, even in our chat and our comments, talking about the fact that, hey, Ben's a beta. He didn't know what he was doing. How could he let this happen? I think Ben knew exactly what he was doing, Sean. I think Ben is impressed.
Yeah.
I don't think Ben is pressed. And I think, listen, I'm not saying he got with JLo just because he wanted to increase his Q rating. I'm sure that there was probably a little nostalgia there. And, these two probably really did have love for each other. But I think he very quickly realized that after he got back with her and actually married her, it's like, wait a minute, 55-year-old JLo is not the same as, 35-year-old JLo or ever how old she was.
Exactly.
That's probably when the problem started. But he also understood, okay, she has a higher net worth than I do. So I'm in the clear in terms. Of this whole alimony, spousal support thing. I'm just gonna let her have it because, just like you said, I've seen other celebrity men, other male celebrities divorcing their wives, and they go on this crazy smear campaign. And we all know that everybody believes what these women say about these men. I'll give you the last word.
No, that's pretty much it. If we've seen what happens. We know that when women are scorned, they do the whole reputation destruction.
Absolutely.
They kind of do that no matter what.
Yep.
But if you break up with them, it is orders of magnitude worse.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Sean, thank you very much for calling in, man. I appreciate your continued support, man. I really do.
Always, man. You take care.
Appreciate it. Sean Morris calling in. I got to talk to Luke Perry for the very first time. Let me see. Till dawn. How old was Selma Hayek in From Dusk Till? So Selma Hayek, yeah. So somebody in the chat said Selma Hayek. Who was it? Selma Hayek. So somebody said Selma Hayek looked the best from dusk till dawn. She was only 29 years old. She was only 29 years old. Let me bring up a picture of Selma Hayek now. Because Selma Hayek is attractive, but guys, she is starting to... Oh, actually, let me just pull up her Instagram. That's the best way to do it. Okay, so this is what Selma Hayek looks like right now. And I think a lot of and guys, listen, I used to be in this camp. Like I used to be trapped by this as well. I think we're all thinking of Selma Hayek looking like she did at her peak. I think we are falsely conflating her age with the way she actually looks. Yes, Selma Hayek, she's always been very attractive, but she does not look like JLo. She has not aged as well as JLo. She's aged well, but she's not aged as well as Jennifer Lopez. See, that's a good picture right there. How long was that? That was 2 weeks ago. Listen, she's still attractive, like please believe, but she still looks good. Don't get me wrong, but Jennifer Lopez looks better. She looks better. See, look, she's got a nice body. There it is, 3 weeks ago. Yeah, she's got a nice body, but she's still not as tight as JLo. Not as tight as JLo. Yeah, she's got these big boobs. I mean, she looks good. Don't get me wrong, but you guys can see. Even in this picture, listen, hold on. Alexa, how old is Selma Hayek?
Selma Hayek is 57 years old.
See, Selma Hayek is 57, JLo is 55. JLo is going to look better at 57 than again, not saying that Selma Hayek is not attractive for her age. JLo, in my opinion, looks better. But if you think Selma Hayek looks better than JLo at this point in their life, I'm not going to argue with you. You know, we'll just agree to disagree. We'll agree to disagree. All right, let me read a few more of your chats here. So I put it on the poll. Which Peter should JLo date next? Peter Dinklage with 53% won that particular vote. Ken Rose with the $1 Rumble rant. He actually asked a question. He says, if you don't mind me asking, Donovan, how many pets do you own? I own 5 pets. I own 4 cats and a dog. The 4 cats I own, in no particular order. There's Kona, Dexter, Walter, and Callie. Those are the cats. And then of course we have our dog Chester. His full name is Chester Copperpot. We call him Chester, or sometimes we even call him Copper. Yeah, H.MPEG on the Rumble side says Mia Khalifa is still going on podcast, dodging accountability. She's beyond damaged goods, dude. She just won't. She will not admit, hey, I made a bad decision when I decided to do spicy movies. Optimistic Realizer says Puff Daddy is a horrible human being. Well, clearly. Optimistic Realizer also says Ben Affleck didn't really win or lose in this situation. Ben looks like a pathetic divorcee, like he already did with his relationship with Jennifer Garner. Ben is probably just happy he got consistent, I guess, cat, whatever, vagina. Optimistic Realizer said, I didn't know Donovan was a cat man. Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I love cats. Definitely a cat guy. So is Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen apparently has cats. Luke Perry says, yes, she's gorgeous. All right. Hey, listen, I mean, you know. Frank Beltran says Photoshop helps too. Yeah, listen, I'm sure on both sides, right? Darkside says, I mean, Ben Affleck was dating Ana de Armas 3 years ago. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Ana de Armas is one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life. This woman is absolutely effing gorgeous. Like, I have never, I'm going to tell you what, guys. This woman is so naturally drop dead gorgeous. Let's look at her Instagram. Like, dude, this woman is effing beautiful. Like, just, dude, natural, raw beauty, y'all. Like, this woman is absolutely, well, I don't want to look at these chocolate diamonds, but she is absolutely gorgeous, guys. She is absolutely fucking beautiful, man. Like, she is naturally gorgeous. Look at this woman. Look at this woman. Guess what? Ben Affleck can probably date girls hotter than her. Maria Freeman. We have a lady in here other than... Oh, by the way, Elena, I forgot. Hang on a second. I'm going to make... hang on a second. Hang on a second. Is she still in here? No, she's still in here. All right. She's still in here. So, if I can find a chat. Elena, if you're still in here, send a chat in. What? I think, what? Oh my, dude, I swear to God, some things are just crazy. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll keep this going for a few minutes longer. Ah, there she is. Congratulations to the lovely and talented Elena. She is now TSR Tower's newest moderator. So shout out to Elena, who now has a wrench. Longtime supporter. She's definitely a you know, the embodiment of a red pill woman. So Dre Raven says, in my opinion, Salma Hayek looked best in Fools Rush In. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, Mike Steele says, facts. When women break up with me, I never hear from them again. When I dump them, they blow my phone up. Yeah, that's how it works. Women don't take L's, y'all. Luke Perry says, pet check. I have twin huskies. Oh, boy. So there's all kinds of howling where you came from. Oh, Siberian huskies. Maria Freeman says, it depends on how much Botox you want to use. Maybe Salma Hayek wants a more natural look. Everybody is not chasing a man. Wait, everybody's not chasing a man like JLo. That didn't make any sense, Maria. Maybe she wants a more natural look. Okay, Maria, what you're doing, sweetheart, is you're negotiating attraction. You're negotiating attraction. Like, in my opinion, Jennifer Lopez right now is more attractive than Salma Hayek. At their peak, it's Selma by a mile. Because Selma has like she has like a raw hotness to her. So you can talk about the boat. Listen, however, listen, Maria, just like women, they don't give a damn how you became rich. They care that you're rich, okay? A man is never going to say, man, she's got great tits. Oh, wait a minute, they're fake, so I'm not attracted to her anymore. Sorry. No, doesn't work that way. Yeah, Jennifer Lopez clearly does more to keep up her looks than Salma Hayek. So, okay, maybe Selma wants the more natural look. Sorry, don't care. Selma does not want a more natural look. Selma wants to be hot like JLo. Of course she does. So, in other words, you're telling me that Selma could be hotter than JLo if she wanted to be. No, she wants to be, but she's not. That's why she isn't. Nice try, though. Nice try. Yes, Mike Steele says, yes, Selma is nasty. Yes, that is the perfect. I've used that before. JLo is hot. Selma was nasty hot. Like, Salma Hayek is the kind of, like, she has the kind of raw sexual attractiveness that just makes you want to do bad things to her. That's a very, very good term. Mazmoon Stream says, Bar Pally is also very naturally gorgeous. She was the blonde model chick from Pain and Gain. Oh, yeah, I remember her. Yeah, that was the movie with The Rock and somebody else. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, the Castro 92 says, Anna is slept on. She is on the come up. Yes, she is. She is fucking beautiful, dude. Dorkster 81 says she was dope in Bond. Absolutely. Yeah, she was she was a Bond girl. She was a Bond girl for sure. Yep, Massamoon Stream says, yeah, Selma bagged her billionaire already. Absolutely. Right up with the $1 Rumble Rant says, ain't no joy in an old hoe. Shout out Minister Jab. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, Selma was a smoke show in Desperado. Ugh, yeah, man. Dude, at her peak, Selma blows away JLo. Holy shit. Blows her away. Luke Perry says, Discord, we should make a thread for hot women. I mean, that's what you got. I mean, I don't know how to do that. If somebody knows how to do that, please do it. All right, guys. So that's going to do it for this edition. That's going to do it for this edition of TSR Sharpe Shorts. Thank you to all of my super chatters. Thank you to everybody who called in. And we'll see you guys next time. Take care.